12 first. Was told that the brother who's supposed to be staying at Tadzkirah today, I guess he did not make it. So I'm taking his place. I'll take a shot, inshallah. Bismillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. I'm not sure if some of you were watching the news, that's what's been going on around the world or not. I tried to send a few in a group of the WhatsApp group at the masjid. I try to send you some information once in a while. But around a few weeks ago, you probably heard about an incident that happened in Canada. And I normally don't need a mask, but I don't need a microphone, but I'll talk about it. Around a few weeks ago, an incident that happened in Canada that involves a family of 5. If any one of you remember the incident, you read about it. Just something to brief about quick. A family of 5 were walking in a sidewalk. In a sidewalk, they're just taking a normal walk. And they look like that they dress in a Muslim way. You know, some of the ladies were wearing a hijab, for example. Some of the brothers were actually wearing a Muslim gown dress, so they look like Muslims, right? And all of a sudden, a young man at age 20 years old, young white Canadian man, who was driving a car. He had a body armor was wearing during this incident, so he was wearing like a bulletproof vest type. And he decided to drive the car very fast. It looks like that there's an obvious intention. So it means that there was not an accident. It means that he would not lose control of the car and accidentally hit someone. But he drove the car very fast with an intention to kill as many people as he can out of the 5 people. His mission was successful because 4 of the family members were killed. And as far as I remember, only one person survived. I think he was a 9 years old boy that he actually survived. I'm telling you this story not to scare you, or maybe to scare you at the same time, because if this is happening in a place that's next door to us, which is Canada, which is a place that actually they talk and they preach about Islamophobia and they preach about incidents maybe more than what we actually been having here in the US, this also could happen in our spot that you can call it your place of residence here in the United States. And why I'm saying this today, and I'm saying it in the Khatira, because I feel like I should take advantage of asking each one of you to be prepared and be careful about something. We're walking around in the streets, and it's great to walk around the streets. I'm a big fan of exercising. We're walking around just for the sake of the exercise or hanging out with other family members. But you still need to be careful. You still need to look around. You consider yourself a target if you're wearing a kufi hat, if you dressed in a jilbab, if you're wearing a hijab and have a sister with you. It could be your wife, or it could be your daughter, or it could be your sister. You can't consider yourself a target anytime. It is on you to take precautions, certain precautions, for safety of yourself and your family members at the same time. And this is a topic that you feel like we all need to get involved in at the same time. And you start by taking care of yourself and extending this effort to your family members, and also educating others. And then it brings another topic is, what does it mean for you, for me, to be a Muslim? Is it limited to your 5 daily prayer that you, inshallah, been doing? Is it limited to the fasting month of Ramadan that, inshallah, that you've been doing? Is it limited to the zakah part, the paying the charity that you, alhamdulillah, that you already been doing? Because all of what I just mentioned, or even the Hajj or the Umrah or the entire 5 pillars of Islam, you the only one who's benefiting from. What you did or you can do to benefit other Muslims is the question that I need to ask you. And how you can increase it that. What can you do to help a community? What can you do to help other Muslims? Your prayers, you're only helping yourself. You know that part. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need our prayers or our fasting or our charity. When you pray or when you fast or when you pay charity, you're only doing this to benefit yourself. You're the main beneficiary from this action, right? The question to you is, what can you do to help your community? Educate them about something. If Allah provided you with a certain knowledge of something, whatever that knowledge is, it could be a handyman knowledge, or it could be I'm a computer tech guy, or it could be I'm an electrician, or it could be I'm a plumber. Whatever the knowledge that actually you've been provided with, if you can benefit other people within your community from that knowledge, this will be the time to do it. Right now will be the time to do it. Why? Because this country and the whole world has been held in a pandemic issues. And after the pandemic issues, we've been held in a lot of hate issues. And the year of 2021 has been involving a lot of mass killing that's been going on all over the United States. And the year of 2021 has been involved a lot of hate that's been action that's been going on all over the United States. And the way that things are going, with a lot of changes that could happen in the country with police reform and all of this action, we don't know where this is going. So we need to take care of ourselves. We need to cover each other's back, take care of our sisters at the same time. Each one of you, you can be a target. Don't relax in your phone while you're walking around, just in your phone. Don't be walking around just focusing and looking down on the ground. Be alert about what's going on around you at the same time. If you have your family members with you, you should be even extra alert. Each one of us could be a target. Try to get involved and try to do something for your community, inshallah, as much as you can. And I know I'm talking about with Ahl al-Fajr, with the people of Fajr, which you feel like that those are the people that they actually maybe don't need someone to talk about this. But if you can pass this message to someone else, if you can let someone else know, even if you're a family member, remind them that you could be a target or it could be an issue. In my job, I've been taking a lot of reports of what they call hate and bias crime. And sometimes it involves only a hate statement, which is not considered that it will be raised in a level of a crime. What does that mean? It means if I tell you, hey, you need to go back to your country. If that's a hate statement, it is a hate statement, right? Is it a crime? Is it a crime? The answer is not a crime. But it shows that I'm disliking you, or I hate you, or I don't like an action that you do. If I send you a message or I make a phone call to IMAAM Center, and this would happen here before, I'm not trying to share too much information, but it's not a secret at the same time. Someone called IMAAM Center before, and I followed up in that report, and he made a phone call and he said, you Muslims have it all messed up. You beat your women up, and you've been abusing all and everything that you've been giving in this country, and you all should go back to your country. If that's a hate statement, it is a hate statement. Is it a crime? It's not a crime. Can I report a hate statement in Montgomery County? Yes, you can. Anytime someone told you, and it could be a neighbor, and this happened before from neighbors at the same time, you need to go back to your country. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you here? Why you dressed like this? Why you have a beard? Why your woman is covering her hair? Any of this statement, can I report it? Yes, I can. Why we report it? We report it for that possibility of just in case. We report it because some other people will call those people if you have the information, if you manage to get a tag number, if you manage to get a description, if you know the phone number of the person who's calling you because you have that caller ID that's built in your phone. When you report it, it is worth reporting because we can follow up on it. So don't relax when it comes up to doing your own duty. Watch out for your own self and your family members at the same time. If you see anything wrong within the community or any threats within the community, make the phone call and report it to the police. Inshallah, Allah will protect you and protect all of us. Jazakumullah khairan. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.